There's no need to stress about your holiday dinner. I know a lot of you maybe are, gosh, who's coming over? What am I going to serve? When it comes to getting some great grilling hacks and roasting and whatnot, we turn to the expert here, Jackie Madill from the Washington State Beef Commission here this morning. So Jackie, what are we talking about today?
Well, beef is what's for the holidays,
right.
Of course. And I just want to help everyone take a deep breath and feel really confident over the next week, whether you're entertaining this weekend with friends or you've got in-laws coming into town that you really need to wow. I've got some ways to make it a little bit
better. Okay, I like where you're going with this.
The first thing I want to do is help folks decide kind of what kind of roast they want to cook based on their party and how much they need to buy.
Right.
So this is this is the big prime rib roast, a standing rib roast.
Got it.
You can see that there's ribs tied onto the bottom. My butcher was amazing, cut them off.
I was gonna say,
and then tied them back on, so I don't have to do anything. When I'm done cooking, I literally just cut the strings.
Step one, get a good butcher.
Get a good butcher.
There you go.
My local guy at QFC is a gem.
Right on.
He's just the best. He just helps whatever I need. So this is a standing rib roast. You're gonna pay a little bit more for this guy, but they tend to be on sale this time of year.
Okay.
But you're also getting these wonderful, flavorful bones.
And how many would that serve, you think?
So this is a 2-rib roast. It's about 5 pounds, and this will easily serve 6, which seems strange, but I will tell you right now, one kid right there. They'll eat the bones for sure. They just chew those. It's like ribs, at the barbecue joint, but
perfect.
so much better. This, if you want to go boneless, is a New York strip roast. So like a New York steak that you probably love to grill. This makes a lovely roast as well. So if you don't want to mess with bones, you could go with a New York strip roast, which would be great. My favorite, and I think the easiest roast on the planet to make, is a tenderloin roast. And you mentioned before, that kind of looks like what I see at steakhouses.
It absolutely does.
This is like a filet mignon, and all they do is take this beautiful piece of meat and cut it into individual steaks. So when you're roasting, you don't have to have fancy gadgetry to get your roast roasted properly. You're just trying to...
What are you fashioning?
I'm making a roasting rack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Right? Of course. So if you have a baking sheet, you have a roasting rack. Because all you need to do is get that roast up off the baking sheet. So you get that hot air all the way around.
I get it.
That's it.
Nice.
The other thing that I like to do is if you don't want to go that route, you could use onions. Onions make a wonderful little roasting rack, and they're delicious afterwards. They're all meaty and amazing. This is how you make a one sheet wonder for your holiday roast. You literally just surround your roast and your onions with cranberries and Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
And in 35 minutes, your dinner's done.
That's it. And so, in terms of heating it, the goal is what? When I'm putting it in, you think about 35 minutes. I should be good to go. What kind of heat and what am I looking for?
So what I like to do is really crank my oven up. I'm gonna preheat it to a flaming 475, 500,
Got it.
525. Then as soon as my roast goes in, I'm gonna knock it back a little bit. But that'll create that instantaneous sear around the outside of your roast, just from the heat in the oven itself. And then you're gonna turn it down to about 350, 375. These guys take 35, maybe 40 minutes max. These bigger pieces are gonna take you a couple hours, hour and a half to 2 hours. But take all of the guesswork out and just use a meat thermometer. Get one that has an alarm, it's like an old flip phone. I love this thing, right? But what you're gonna do is this is oven safe. So before you even put it in the oven, you're gonna get it prepped, and you're gonna just stick this guy right into the middle of that roast. It's right in the middle there. It's gonna get that internal temperature.
There you go.
Pull your roast out at 125.
Okay.
Not at 145, which is medium rare. You need to pull it out earlier because roasts are big pieces of meat, and they keep cooking even after you pull them out.
And nothing will wreck your holiday meal like sickening your guests.
Roast.
Or an undercooked roast.
Well, yes.
One or the other.
You definitely want it to be tender and wonderful. So, if you completely freak out and you go, I bought this piece of meat and I can't do it, just make it a steak. Just take this beautiful thing. You all know how to run a grill. Look at that. That is a little beautiful filet mignon. It's tied, it's perfect. sear it 5 minutes on your grill. Your dinner is done.
Dennis, come over here for a second, will
There
you?
you go. So easy.
Our cameraman. This is our stunt roast. Right?
Stunt roast, yes. We work hard.
There you go. With the cranberry sauce, which was an addition I hadn't thought about.
Cranberry, a little balsamic, and some sautéed shallots makes a wonderful, super festive accompaniment to this kind of roast.
Look at Jackie Madill. So good, so good. Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. All right, let's get a